Hello Sparkle Squad, this is Monica, and today I'm going to go over how I make a banner for my Etsy shop. This is for my digital download shop that I have. I also do this via my website, but my website is a completely different setup. So today I just want to go over the Etsy cover photo that I have and show you a few options if you do not use Photoshop. I wanted to update the things that I am offering on my shop. So I do banners, bottle caps, cards, cupcake toppers, gift labels, invitations, jewelry packaging, mock-ups, which if you're not familiar with what that is, it's like a styled photo that you can use as a website banner or whatever that you might need to do for social media graphics and whatnot, depending on the theme that is in your business or your brand. So for me, it would be jewelry mock-ups. It would just have a bunch of jewelry products or beads on my desk, and I would have a photo made of that, and then I could turn that photo into whatever kind of marketing branding I wanted to use. Pocket letters and tags. Now I do a variety of different tags, gift tags, jewelry hang tags, all sorts of different tags. These are things that I use in order to kind of help my audience know what sorts of things that they can request from me. This is in no way everything that I can offer, but it just kind of gives an idea. Now, here's a note as far as making an Etsy cover photo, which is your main visual at the very top of your Etsy shop. If you put a lot of text on your banners, it might get lost, especially if people are accessing you via their mobile phone. And you don't want to have a whole lot of stuff that they have to read. Some of it might get cut off depending on where they're accessing your shop from, be it an iPad, a Kindle, a phone, a desktop, whatever. So keep that in mind. You do want to have the main focus be here in the center of whatever the graphic is that you're making. Now, I do have a lot of text on mine, and that is just simply because I like to use my desktop a lot. I want anyone that's going to be accessing my shop via the desktop to be able to see this on all this, what would normally be just wasted space. What is your size? If you're in Photoshop, you're going to be looking at your image size, and it's going to be for the canvas, not the image. When you're creating an image, you want to look at canvas size. So let's click Image, Canvas Size. Now mine just defaulted to inches, but I'm going to select pixels, and you can see that I've got 3360 width, 840 in height, and that is the selected parameters that I have for my canvas, which is what I'm actually layering. All of this over here to the right are different components and things that I'm using to layer onto what you see here, which is my canvas. As far as how do you get the canvas size and image size information that you need, you can go to Etsy and look at their help center. They have your shop management information here for everything from your profile photo, your shop icon, an order receipt banner, shop banner. I mean, it just goes on and on and on as far as the different types of sizes for whatever it is that you're trying to get in order to create a graphic. I also found this customizing the look of your shop home. This is a bunch of information on your shop icons and your banners and stuff. When you scroll down here through this article, it does talk about your banner. Now it says the design for the correct dimensions. Images that display clearly signal to buyers that your business is polished and professional. You have two standard size options: big banners, which is what I'm using, make a splash across the top of your shop home. They should be 3360 by 840 pixels for optimal performance, and a minimum of 1200 by 300 pixels. Mini banners are best if you'd rather your shop icon and listings take primary focus at 1200 by 160 pixels. Mini banners will shift your listings higher up when you're viewing your shop home on a desktop and do not appear on mobile devices. Now that's another reason why I don't like to use the mini banner. I like to go ahead and use the big banner because I do want them to see something that is a nice visual, especially since this is a graphics oriented shop, no matter which device they might be viewing it on. Now that is a personal preference. Of course, it does mention if you just want them to be able to see your listings first off from the get-go, then you might want to go with the mini banner or nothing at all. Now if you do not use Photoshop, which that's what this is here, this is Adobe Photoshop. If you are not comfortable with Photoshop, you cannot purchase that at this time. You don't have a student or teacher access program to it. You can actually use a lot of free graphics programs. Something that I like to use a lot is PZAP, and that is PIZAP.com. It also has an app for your phone. If you go and access it for the design templates, you can see they have several here that are already pre-made. They have a lot for social media like your YouTube, your Facebook, and Twitter. The problem with the design templates here at PZAP is that they don't exactly get updated each time one of the social media platforms may change their sizes. So you have to kind of be careful with that. You can see that they give you various different things for card making and all that. Whatever size that you're looking for, you might find something in an already existing template. However, if you're like me and you want to stay up to date with the correct sizes that you find as they get updated across the platforms, you can choose to do the custom template. When you click that, and you already know that you want to make a 3360 by 840 as far as the pixels, then you just simply type that in, hit OK on your custom size, and then there you go. Now you have a canvas that you can start layering all sorts of things. Here they give you the option to add a picture from your computer. You can use free stock images. That is something that's handled through Pixabay, which is in partnership with PZAP. You can pick all sorts of different themes. Let's say you want to do a heart theme for whatever reason. When you select that, you're going to see that it's going to populate that here on the canvas size. And then you can start layering in text, additional pictures, stickers, whatever you want to do. If you want to do a background image, which will fill your entire canvas, let's say you want to still do the same hearts, you can do this as well. You can zoom up, you can go low. This is as low as that particular image is going to get. It's a lot of different things that you can do with PZAP.com, and I do use it a lot because it's easy to access, it's very user-friendly, it's drag and drop, and it has an app on my phone. So if I save something here on my desktop and I want to access it via my phone, I can do that via the app as well. Another free option is PicMonkey, and that is PicMonkey.com, PICMONKEY. They have a design template area as well. Again, I don't think that they do a very good job as far as trying to update it every time. Maybe YouTube changes their banner size, Facebook changes their banner graphics, dimensions, all of that stuff. They do have Twitter and YouTube already pre-created. So there's that, but you can also do a blank canvas. You can do a custom size. It defaults to 2000 by 2000 pixels, but again, you can also go in and type in 3360 by 840 and say make it to get the sizes that we're looking at here for our Etsy. I love using PicMonkey because they have a lot of different types of frames and banners and fonts that you might not be able to get at PZAP. Now you can see where it shows the canvas size here that I created for the 3360 by 840 on PicMonkey.com. Still yet another option is Canva, Canva.com. They also have a templates section of their website. However, you have to scroll down to the bottom of their website in this black area here in order to be able to access that. So if you go to Browse and Templates, click that, Then you go to the page that you saw I was on here, and then when I go to social graphics or web banners, I can usually find something that will work for me depending on whatever it is that I'm trying to do. Again, I'm trying to create something for Etsy here, so I don't see Etsy in my other options. I do see Etsy shop cover here under web banners. However, when I click on that, it's not really giving me that size that I'm looking for, the 3360 by 840. It gives a lot of different options for their icon, their banner, which is different from the cover, which is that larger image. So again, here you could do where you want to create your own and be able to make that 3360 by 840 if you wanted to do so. This is just something that, depending on if you're using the free versions of it, like PZAP, PicMonkey, or Canva, then you have maybe limited functionality. If you use the paid versions of them, you get a little bit more in the custom sizing options that you can do. You have a lot of different varieties in order to make these types of things, whether it be for Etsy or Shopify or your YouTube channel or your Facebook or your Twitter. Wherever you need a banner for, you have the option, and you're not just limited to expensive software that only houses on your computer, such as Adobe Photoshop. You can get the Creative Cloud through Adobe, and you can have the option of having this accessible on all of your devices, depending again on how graphics intensive that you have need for and what it is that you're looking at. If it's only an Etsy banner that you're concerned with and you're not creating things, you know, on multiple platforms and for multiple needs, then you don't really need to purchase a software such as Adobe Photoshop. I will have to say that Adobe Photoshop is extremely beneficial if you're going to find yourself tweaking photo of your products, making any kind of graphics that you need. If you're like me and you get into making digital cards or bottle caps, this is something that's very beneficial. I hope that this information has been helpful for you, and I will be looking into creating future tutorials on how to use these softwares, getting into specifics on all these layers that you see here, what we're doing and what we're moving around, things like that. If that's something that's interesting to you, you would like to see, please leave me a comment below. Thank you so much for checking out my new channel, and if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. I hope that you have a sparkle-rific day. Bye, y'all.